Welcome to another inspiring episode of the Elite Expert Insider Podcast. Hosts Melanie Johnson and Jenn Foster are the owners of Elite Online Publishing. They're both Wall Street Journal, USA Today best-selling authors. We're really glad you're here because this podcast was designed for you. Meet industry experts that share their secrets and strategies. Get successful results for your business in money, relationships, health, and your life. Each episode is going to inspire you to take action towards reaching your greatness.
Hi, everyone. It's Melanie Johnson along with my business partner, Jenn Foster. Hey, Jenn.
Hey, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day.
Because we're having an amazing day. We try and have an amazing day every day. And we want to bring you an amazing podcast every time you come and listen to us. First of all, remember to subscribe to our podcast and share it with other people. We'd love to have you here on a regular basis and let other people know about what great stuff that you're learning while you're here.
I was going to say, we've been here for almost 6 years now. So if you're new to our podcast, check out our past episodes. We've got one every week. So check them out.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I forget about how long we've been here. I think we have over 200 or 300 episodes. We have a lot of episodes. So check those out. And then while we're talking about episodes and our company's been around for like 7 years now, almost going on 7 years. And we guarantee that we make everyone a #1 best-selling author that works with us. So we help you write and publish and market your book all in one place. And we do most of the work, well, all the work for you, but you have to participate, in part of it. But we make writing your book really easy. So let's get down to today's topic. I don't know if you've seen about the words VA. So VA is virtual assistant, if you don't know what that is. And I get emails asking me, you should get a VA. A VA could change your business's life. And so many times I'm tempted by that. And our guest today, Tonya Thompson, she is a VA specialist. She has a company that provides VAs to companies. And one of the things I noticed on her information was to stop the overwhelm. And can I tell you, as a small business owner, I'm with the Small Business Association here, and every single one of us talk about being overwhelmed and how to delegate. And sometimes it's so hard to let go of control. How do you let go? So I use the analogy to Jenn. I said, you know what I think a VA is? I think a VA is like dating instead of marrying. And then I said, no, I take it back. I said, I think it's more like friends with benefits. And then instead of being married, because you get all the benefits of having a full-time employee and all that stuff, but you don't have all that necessarily full commitment. So Tonya Thompson, thank you for joining us today. 17 years experience. We definitely have an expert with us today on our show. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Tonya, tell us how you got into the virtual assistant world and how you help people to delegate.
Sure. I'll try to condense it and be as efficient, brief as possible. But yeah, I always had an entrepreneurial spirit. In the 90s, I think I wanted to have my own staffing agency. But at that particular time, my husband and I were traveling for his work. He worked in the construction industry, and so we'd move every year. So it really didn't allow me the ability to be able to do that unless I wanted to stay behind somewhere and not travel with him. And I didn't want to do that. So I just kind of had to table it. Well, after I had my first son in 2000, I'm happy to be home on maternity leave and came across a training program for virtual assistants. And I'm thinking, what is this? It intrigued me. I had a background in administrative assistant work. That's what I had been doing. And I thought, as I read about it, it's like, well, this is perfect. I have this background. This is virtual. When we move, it'll move with me. So I took the training program and started, after that, started the business again. That was back in 2001. And I've been in the industry ever since.
Wow. So what are some of the benefits of having a virtual assistant?
Definitely time, because obviously, as a entrepreneur, small business owner, that's one of the biggest bottlenecks is if you are, trying to do everything on your own, you can probably get away with it, but it is going to be able to stunt your growth and cause overwhelm and stress. And so that's what I would say is one of the biggest benefits to working with a virtual assistant. So you can have someone that you can get the help with the administrative part of your business, because it's important and needs to be done, but doesn't necessarily have to be done by the owner.
I think that's really important because a lot of times as business owners, we think we have to have all the hats on, and we don't. We can delegate it out. And that's why I love your company name, Team Delegate. It's so good. So that's definitely what we have to do, is make sure we don't think we have to do it all ourselves, right?
Correct.
So tell us about that overwhelm Melanie was talking about. Like, do you come across a lot of companies that are overwhelmed, and how do you guys help them?
Sure. Yes. Everybody that comes to us, that's their biggest problem. And so for them, they're wanting to grow, and they know in order to be able to grow, they're going to have to release and let those things go. So what we do is, and I like to say, we work with our clients to help them be able to have the space that they need to work in their zone of genius. And so what we do, obviously, is they work with us. Some of the things in my company focuses more on the administrative side. So a lot of our clients, the biggest bulk of our clients, are executive coaches and consultants. And so we do a lot of calendar management for them, email management, helping them with presentations, a lot of with their client care, so whatever they need to help them onboard clients, and just kind of be that customer service liaison between them and their clients, so that they can provide them with excellent customer service, but still focus on coaching or consulting. And so we do a lot of those. Those are the big core things that we do. But of course, there are a lot of different other little things that can come up too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you find the biggest demand for in virtual assistants? And how do you know? I always have a fear. Like, I get those emails, do you want a VA? We have a VA company or this. And I always have the fear, like, I just don't know, like, who they're going to be, or is it going to be effective? And then how do you come up with a job description for them? Like, as an owner, a lot of times I'm like, I have this huge mountain of list of things that I have to do, but I don't know what I should give that other person to do and trust them to be able to do.
Right. And so that is a big thing for a lot of people. I mean, especially doing it for the first time. So typically, what I like to suggest for people is to, if you can, at least for a week, kind of track, what you're doing. You don't have to be cognizant of it. But have a pad on your desk or something like that. And as you're working, and do that for a week, as you're thinking of doing something, then think, is this something that I should do or delegate? Each time you're kind of working in your business, and write that down, so you kind of help formulate that list of things that you could give to someone. And then you can also just kind of start with it. That's the best thing to do. But then also you could sit down and just kind of think, okay, what am I doing? What do I not like doing? And write those things down. And so you're just formulating that list. And from a trust standpoint, starting with something that you would be the most comfortable in letting go. And maybe it's something that's not client facing. So it's something behind the scenes that you would be more comfortable in having someone start doing for you as you build that level of trust.
Yeah, I like that, because I think a lot of times I'm just nervous, like, oh, I know I can just get that done really quick. But the truth is that my time would be better spent somewhere else, and I could delegate that out to someone else. And then I'd have more time to do the things I like to do. Right.
Right. Because it all adds up. It seems quick, but, over time, you're probably spending more time on things than what you actually think that you are.
Yeah. So tell us, have you seen a shift during this whole COVID process of business going up, going down? What has happened in your business during this last year and a half?
Well, when COVID first hit, it was like everybody else, it impacted it. We did have some clients at the time who were speakers. And so, for them, that just completely wiped them out.
Yeah.
So, it did affect, I would say, our industry as well. But then around August, September, towards the end of the year, I think people kind of maybe got out of the shell shockness of it and started, kind of, getting going again. And so it picked up really quickly from that time on. So, and then a lot of people too, then getting comfortable with remote, because even though I've been in this industry now for 21 years, but I'd still meet people that would say, well, I don't even see how that could work. I'd need someone with me on site. So you still had people that way, but of course now there's a lot of people now on the remote bandwagon, and they see
Yeah.
that it can be just as effective.
Yeah, I think a lot of people with Zoom, like we've been using Zoom or whatever video, virtual video, talking to clients all over the world since probably for more than 6 years now, we've been using it. And so in the last 2 years, a lot of people are like, oh, Zoom, because they didn't know what it was before.
Right.
But the truth is that virtual assistants are very useful and easy to use. You don't have to have them with you physically to have someone helping you with your company.
Right.
So you've been in business for over 20 years. What do you attribute your success to your longevity in business?
Good question. So tenacity. That's what I would always say. Because, as I'm sure in business, a lot of different things come up and arise that can throw you for a loop. But you have to be able to continue going. And so that's what I would definitely say, because I started out actually too as a solo entrepreneur doing virtual assistants myself, and did it myself for maybe 18 years, I guess, until I hit a wall and just from burnout. And I really didn't know what to do. So I kind of stayed in this space for a year or two. Do I want to do something else? Or then I finally realized that I didn't. The service that I was providing really helps entrepreneurs. So I wanted to stay in that space. And so that's when I decided to scale and develop Team Delegate, which allows me to stay in the space, but put myself in the founder and CEO role and really just run the business, which is what I love doing, and still being able to provide people with virtual assistants.
So basically you hired your own virtual assistants to scale. You took your own advice, it sounds like to me.
Right.
That's great. Well, and now you have a team that can take on lots of clients. And do you service everyone from all over the world?
We do. We have clients all over the United States.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, where can people go to find more about you and find, how to get in touch with you?
Sure. Of course, our website, teamdelegate.com. I am an active person on LinkedIn. So Tonya Thomas, if you want to follow me on LinkedIn. And then I also have a podcast called Unbottleneck Your Business.
Oh, I like that. Unbottleneck Your Business. That's awesome. We'll look that up and put a link in the show notes as well as in the description on YouTube.
Well, thanks, Tonya, for coming today. I hope everyone realized that a virtual assistant or virtual assistants can help you grow your business and take it to the next level. So thanks for stopping by today, and we hope you learned a lot. Remember to subscribe to our podcast. And if you're looking to write a book to blow up your business and have the best marketing tool on the planet, contact us at Elite Online Publishing and see if you're a good fit for us. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Hey, are you looking to increase your revenue, build credibility, and elevate your brand? This podcast is brought to you by Elite Online Publishing, an innovative publishing and full spectrum marketing company. They will publish and market your book to make it a #1 bestseller. Becoming an author is the best way to market your business. So contact them at eliteonlinepublishing.com today. All of their authors become #1 bestsellers.